Do you want to learn about crypto? This video consists of two parts. I start with a brief overview how do I get HEX and explain you the three methods you can use. Followed by my HEX Staking Bonus review. I go into details and explain how to stake HEX. Watch the entire video as it will help you in making your own educated financial decisions. Welcome to my HEX Staking Explainer channel on YouTube. I am your host CryptoFace. As you might already know, the HEX token was created last year by Richard Hart. The aim is to end the need for middlemen and banks in financial transactions and to increase the token's value. This is achieved with a smart contract on the Ethereum blockchain. HEX coins are issued as ERC20 token and have the potential to disrupt the large worldwide market of certificate of deposits. To say it more simply, HEX is a savings account on the blockchain. There are three possibilities to get HEX. You can get HEX for free if you were holding Bitcoins in an address before December 2, 2019. Anonymous, no KYC. No registration is required to claim. How you do this, I explained in the video named, How to Claim Free HEX with 4 Easy Steps. Shouldn't you qualify for free HEX, you can transform Ethereum. This is done with the adoption amplifier, also called Ethereum Transform Lobby. You put in your chosen amount of Ethereum and at midnight GMT your HEX coins will be distributed. How many HEX you get varies every day. It depends how much Ethereum was transferred in total. Let me explain. Think of two buckets. In one bucket are all the available HEX token. In the second bucket will be all Ethereum. You are holding a certain percentage on the Ethereum bucket. Accordingly, you get the same percentage of the HEX bucket. Example, I transfer 1 Ether into the bucket, you transfer 1 Ether as well and we are the only participants. Then the HEX bucket is split between us. 50-50. The HEX payout is split up according the percentage you hold on the Ethereum bucket. Of course, in reality, this never happens. There are many people participating. HEX gets more popular and more adopted every day. At the start you received approximately 1 million HEX per Ethereum. Now much more Ethereum is put in daily and you receive significantly less. Check out the details at the adoption amplifier, link below. Everything is stored on the blockchain and public. The third option is that you use a decentralized exchange, named Uniswap. There is a HEX coin Ethereum pair. At Uniswap you can even convert other ERC20 coins into HEX. The page hexdex.win links you there. It is peer-to-peer on the blockchain. The advantage is, you know immediately how many HEX you receive. No need to wait until midnight GMT to see how many HEX you get. HEX is listed on Bdesk as well. This is a traditional exchange if you want to trade. It has the second highest volume after Uniswap. You can buy HEX on more exchanges, but usually there isn't much volume. Enough about how do I buy HEX. Let me now explain how to stake HEX. The smart contract is built in the way that people who claim their HEX early are getting bonuses. Late claimers are fined and receive less coins the later they claim. As the main purpose of HEX is to gain in value, you are supposed to lock up your tokens for a certain period of time. This is called staking. The minimum time commit is 1 day, the maximum approximately 15 years. To be exact, 5,555 days is the maximum HEX staking period. The longer you are staking HEX, the more shares you get. Additionally, the larger amount you stake, the more coins you get as well. Due to this built-in staking mechanism, less HEX is available on the market to be sold on exchanges. What happens with something who has a certain demand and a limited available supply? You guessed it. The price of this asset is going up. This makes it possible for everyone who staked HEX to do better. Every feature in HEX is designed to increase its price and adoption. There are many more incentives built into the contract, I will cover them in a moment. To stake your HEX coins, you interact directly with the smart contract on the Ethereum blockchain using your wallet. A recommended and easy-to-use wallet is MetaMask. MetaMask is a browser extension for Chrome, Brave, and Firefox. You can use it with Trezor or Ledger. I highly recommend you use a hardware wallet. Like this, your secret keys stay secure. I am using a Ledger. The link below brings you direct to the Ledger website if you decide to check the advantages. You can stake as often as you want, any amount you want and how long you want up to the maximum 5,555 days. Every time you interact with the HEX smart contract. For that, You need to have a few cents worth of Ethereum in your wallet to pay the transaction fee. This is usually between 1 and 3 cents. At times with high demand it can go up for a short time. Attention! Think about your staking length. While your HEX is locked up in the contract, you don't have access to it. You can end your stake earlier than planned. This function is called emergency unstake. In that case, you get your HEX coins back, but you are heavily penalized while not completing your initial staking length. Those penalty coins are added to the pool payouts. They will be divided between the stakers who commit to their entire staking length. My tip: split up your staking contracts for different time frames, but keep in mind as well that for smaller staking amounts you receive less bonus. The bonus for staking higher amounts is called bigger pays better. Like with any other commitment, think good. While we are already at penalties, there's another one. At the end of your staking period, you need to interact with a smart contract to end your stake. This returns your HEX together with the HEX interest you earned from staking. This function is called unstaking. Don't unstake later than your scheduled end date. Otherwise, your stake suffers a 1% penalty for every week you are unstaking late. The grace period is 2 weeks of the end date. This unstake penalty is again distributed into the pool of the remaining stakes. HEX has a yearly inflation of 3.69%. A low yearly inflation like this does not seem a lot of profit. But, compounding all the included bonuses, together with staking longer and making bigger stakes, is really adding up. In HEX terms, it is called longer pays better and bigger pays better. Together with all possible bonuses you get, you will realize that you may well end up with a 10 to 30% profit a year. Sounds really interesting, doesn't it? Let's explain the 8 different staking bonuses I identified. Bonus 1, we are all Satoshi. This means that all HEX who won't be claimed after the end of the 351-day launch phase will be divided between the stakers who claimed their coins. Bonus 2, late claims. Every week somebody who is claiming late is losing 20%. On the last day of the 50-week launch period is almost nothing left to claim. Those unclaimed coins are divided at the end of the launch phase between the stakers who claimed. That's what Richard Hart calls the big payday. Bonus 3, silly whale penalty. Bitcoin addresses holding more than 1,000 Bitcoin are penalized. Between 50 to 75% of their HEX goes to the stakers with smaller balances. To avoid this as a whale, you should split up your Bitcoins into amounts of less than 1,000. Bonus 4, Gox Me Not. 137,891 Bitcoins from Mt. Gox cannot be claimed. Bonus 5, Speed Bonus. If you claimed on day 1, you received a 20% bonus. You still can claim today, but this bonus reduces daily until reaching 0% at day 351. This is the final day of claiming and end of the launch phase. Bonus 6, I mentioned already, longer pays better. The longer you stake, the more you earn. This gives you up to 3 times the shares on a 3,641-day stake. Bonus 7, bigger pays better. If you are staking 150 million HEX, you receive 10% extra bonus shares. Bonus 8, referrals. Referred users get a 10% bonus minted. Their referrer gets a 20% bonus minted. The referrer bonus is minted and paid by the HEX smart contract, not by the claiming member. I created a referral link. It is below this video. Please use it and we both benefit. Other benefits of HEX are: the HEX contract pays trustless interest. The base interest rate is 3.69% per year. This is based on the total HEX minted and paid to stakers. The payout is daily. Compounding is possible. But there is a drawback. Ending a stake to reinvest its profit never pays more than having initially a longer stake. Stake's share price. This benefit only increases. It is determined by the largest return on investment, ROI, of any stake who ever ended. And finally, staking. If 1% of the total HEX supply is staked, it attracts an average interest of 369%. 2% staked HEX will create 184%. I put another link in the description below to the HEX staking calculator in case you are interested to do your own math. To summarize, if you are holding Bitcoin, you are entitled to claim HEX for free. For 1 Bitcoin you receive approximately 10,000 HEX. All you need to do is Go to the HEX claim site. Open your Bitcoin wallet and sign the statement given by the claim tool. Your HEX will be mined to your Ethereum address as ERC20 token. Should you have no Bitcoins, you can go to the adoption amplifier and change their Ethereum for HEX. Or use the decentralized Uniswap or BDESK exchange. Then stake your HEX. Remember, most of the wealth in the world is made by those that get in first. Finally, I want to say thank you to the HEX community, especially the creators of hexstat.com and hexinfo.io. The screenshots are from their website. I highly recommend you check it out. Do you feel generous today? You will get 10% more HEX, should you wish to click my referral link below before you claim with Bitcoins or transform Ethereum into HEX. That's it for today. Thank you for watching and happy staking.